The ultimate game changer, getting paid on TikTok to create and do stuff that you enjoy, that you love, that things are gonna bring up an inspiration and a motivation for you. We're gonna talk about it today. What's up, y'all? My name is Timstuh, and today we're talking about how to get into not only the TikTok creator fun, but also create ways for you to just indulge into the business, get into the business realm of things, get money, get monetized on top of other platforms. And these are great ideas for just all across. So if you do enjoy content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, because we love sharing this type of content with you and with you all. It helps us to keep going in recent times with our partnership with YouTube, and in recent times of being in the TikTok creator fun. I'm going to give you some hints on how you can really try to level up and get that content going faster, because there are requirements for the TikTok creator fund. You have to be 18 years old, you have to have 10,000 followers, and you have to have 10,000 video views in the last month. A booming platform and where you can create your own content. Let's get it. So number one, duets. Duet your content. We're going right into this. You gotta duet your content. If you're duetting with others that are really getting the real popularity videos that are in brand with your version of yourself, right? Because when you try to create, it's hard to be able to create, and you get burnt out at times. And so duetting gives you the essence of being able to lay back, take inspiration, and just do a simple reaction. It's like YouTube videos where you're doing a reaction, you can do a duet, or a duet where you actually do it with them in regards to engaging in their content with them, and it's a split screen, and so you can act like you're doing some virtual fun with them. Duet is just so much creative ways to do duets. I use duets as a reaction type video. I do duets as an idea video. I do duets if I'm just not feeling creative enough, and I utilize duets in actually corresponding with the content to where it looks like I'm part of that video. And so duets always help, because there's videos out there that get millions of views, and sometimes you create somewhat of the same content, you're not getting as much views. But if you duet that content on top of your video and then live at the same time, that duet can really expand your reach, especially if that video is already on everybody else's For You page and it's a kind of a trendy / viral video. It helps you out in your brand and your niche, and especially it helps in whatever you're doing, whatever you're interested in, fashion, gaming, fitness. It works with everything. We've done so much of that, and we indulge, and that's a guaranteed win. Duetting, because duetting enhances humanization, emotional, and being able to just collaborate with others, and it shows that you can work with others and well, and that helps out a lot. Stitch is just the number 2 quality. I was gonna say number 1, but I'll say number 1. It's like one. Let's do this. It's 1A, 1B, right? Duet and stitching. So they're kind of the same thing, but stitch, you get about 7 seconds on top of video in order to record some. So with stitch, it's kind of like a duet, but now it's the video will rise up in format, and then you had to stitch right over that video. So with the stitch component, now you had to listen to the original content, and then you kind of just respond to the content. So great example of what we done earlier today. Since my content kind of revolves around gamers, tech, and streaming capabilities, basically they asked, what's your favorite game? If you could play it over again, what would you play? And I responded. I was like, hey, I responded on top of that. So you stitch it, meaning the original video plays, and then you respond to it. So I responded with like, hey, Left 4 Dead. And you have to say it very fast. You get about 7 seconds. So I was just like, Left 4 Dead, because it changed the zombie game, and it just made it a whole iteration of that game. It just made it amazing. And I said it like that, and the responses on that video alone have gone through the wall. It was my reach for the day would basically reach what I'm trying to reach for the day, because I always have smaller goals than what I want to reach for the day for views, or just people in general, or some amount of followers. And so that really did help. And so a basic emotional quality in which shows more collaboration, humanization, being able to be human. Duets and stitches will bring you the most video views in that order. Duet, do stitches, because duets and stitches help when you're not feeling as creative, when you're kind of burnt out and you don't feel like making your own content. They give you the ideas and the motivation to keep going. So therefore, TikTok is very superior on that. Wholesome content, creating wholesome content. This goes right back to the stitch content I was just talking about. So with the stitch content, you create the wholesome content. What's gonna build that relationship, right? It's not about just your analytics and numbers all the time. You do want to create wholesome content. So while you're working your way to try to get paid on TikTok, you do want to have an engaging audience so you can continuously get paid, meaning they watch your video from beginning to end. They pay for anything that you have to offer. They come to your streams. If you go live on TikTok, you go live on streams. So creating wholesome content helps out with just in-depth in-depth engagement. And I've had a couple of friends that have multiple thousands of followers, and they say the number one thing is just the person behind those numbers or around those numbers, however you want to say that. But just whoever it is representing those numbers is what means the most, whether they have 100 followers or they have 100,000 followers. So create wholesome content to where you believe in, to where you can have energy and we can show up consistently, right? We're not just thinking about, oh, we're gonna work hard every day. We're gonna work hard every day. Not really. It's tough, and I know that myself. It's tough for me to have energy every day. So find something where you know you'll be consistent and duetting, stitching, and creating wholesome content all at once, and just shaking and rattling all of that is gonna really help. On top of you marking your hashtags and getting your audience, being relevant. Not necessarily too trendy, but at least relevant. If you're relevant, it helps out in really engaging an audience and bringing people in. If you see similar sounds that are being used for everything else, just throw it as a very low volume and put it on top of a video you originally made with your sound, and that you own, though, by the way, because you don't want to get muted or copyrighted. But if you're creating gaming content, if you're creating streaming content, how-to tips on TikTok or fitness tutorials, just find a relevant song and not too trendy, because you don't want something to blow up that's not really your brand, your niche, your identity, your everything, you know, your business in general. So find something that's relevant, utilize that sound, and TikTok has songs for that. So that's the beauty of it. TikTok has like a whole TikTok viral list. So if you want to be a TikTok creator that gets paid and monetizing, utilize everything that TikTok creates for you. So using the duets, using the stitch, using the wholesome content, and utilizing relevant songs and the TikTok viral or the upcoming artists can help you out, collaborate with artists too. And so even if they have a smaller following, if they like your wholesome content that you're utilizing, they might be able to want to collaborate with you. So that's another way. And now you've made it to the bonus tips, which I want to share on top of being in the TikTok Creator Fund. When you get into the TikTok Creator Fund using those steps that I showed you, because you are going to get in there, utilize the next things now in order to get paid. Now build your business around that. Utilize a longer format. I get ideas to create longer format videos so we can create YouTube videos and everything that falls around your passion. And that helps you out in just wanting to get paid and wanting to keep going, because being a creator takes a lot of time and mental health awareness, and let me tell you, it's a lot. And so it's a lot of loneliness, a lot of grinding that a lot of people don't see. So in order for you to keep going, a great motivation for you is to use these tips, get in that TikTok creator as soon as you can. Don't be too impatient to where your content's not that great, but definitely take your time on the quality, and then use that as inspiration to want to create YouTube videos. Use that as inspiration to want to create your own podcast, talk about things, and talk about anything you want to do. And it definitely is possible, because we're in the TikTok Creator Fund. Now people are going to be like, oh, how much do you make? You can make a couple of cents per couple of hundreds of thousands of views. And depending on how long the tentative time is, how long people are watching you and how many times you're on that For You page. So it does help. And an extra check is the extra check, man. Some people are just doing this all for fun and all for free, and they work hard. So if you're able to get in and get paid, man, just be appreciative of that, and a lot more will come. The more you learn, the more you earn, and the more gratitude you show, the more it'll amplify your attitude and that money, man. I appreciate y'all. My name is Timstuh. Be sure to subscribe, hit a thumbs up, as it helps out all these creators that are trying to come through, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.